Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm finally getting into the Fourth Wing series. I have the first two books, so I have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I thought I would take you guys along with me and give my opinions and thoughts while I'm reading each book. And then once I'm done with the entire series, I'll give my opinions and thoughts on whether I think that it's worth reading or not. It'll just be my opinions. I know that the series has mixed opinions overall. At least I've heard mixed opinions. Some people say that it's an amazing series and other people just don't find it that great. Some people have even compared it to the Throne of Glass series, and I don't even know if they can even be comparable or not, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into it, so let's start reading the first book, Fourth Wing, and again, I will give you guys my opinions and thoughts along the way, so. Okay guys, it's been a little bit of time and I'm currently on chapter 4 and I have been really enjoying the book so far. I really like that it gets right into it. It caught my attention and interest pretty much from the very beginning, and I like that we sort of get into action pretty quickly within the book. So far I'm just learning all of the characters, their names, a little bit of their personalities, and I'm really excited to see more of the characters and see, you know, which characters I'm gonna like, which characters I'm probably not gonna like, and just see what kind of relationships form. So far, the main character, Violet, she is currently a scribe, or at least, you know, wanted to be a scribe. I can't quite remember, one of those. But Violet comes from a family of dragon riders, and her mom is pushing her to try to become one as well instead of being a scribe. The thing is that with Violet, she is a little bit more fragile and frail, I guess, compared to other people. It's not sort of her scene, her vibe, whatever, and people just die left and right apparently. So it's very easy to die, and they don't really like care that much because it's like this literally says over here, fly or die. So it's literally on the cover, fly or die. So she's currently going through tests to see if she can be a dragon rider. If she fails any of the tests, she's dead, pretty much. I do like her character so far. Although she's portrayed as like a fragile, frail character, she still has a strong personality. And yeah, I really like her writing style. So I think so far so good. I'm actually gonna go head to the gym right now and listen to the audiobook version of this. Just gonna go vibe to that while I hit a back day, and I will see you guys there. Hey guys, I'm back from the gym. So I'm on chapter 7 now. I don't really have much of an update. The book is pretty fast paced though, so I'm sure I will have an update soon. But so far the books are really interesting. They're holding my attention. I do really like the pace that it's going at. Also, I really like the narrator's voice on Audible. I think she has to be, so far, my favorite narrator on Audible. But yeah, it's really gloomy right now. I think it's about to start snowing and we're gonna have crazy weather coming up soon. So that's gonna be fun. But honestly, it's the perfect weather to read because it's so gloomy. I can just relax now, eat my food because I'm hungry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat some food, continue reading my book, and yeah, I mean, so far it's so good. Again, I know there was mixed reviews on this book, but I have been liking it so far. To see what my opinions are halfway through the book. I'm really curious to see where this is going though. Enough yapping, I'm gonna keep reading and I'll come back with an update soon, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, we'll see, but yeah. All right, I'll see you guys when I see you. It is another day, and I have about 100 pages left of the book. I have genuinely been enjoying it so much. I wasn't expecting the book to be as funny as it is. I thought it was going to be way more serious. I thought the main character was going to be more serious. She's actually witty, she's funny, so definitely was not expecting that. I had no idea what to expect going into these books, or this book. And I'm loving the enemies to lovers trope between Violet and Xaden. Yeah, I'm really thoroughly pleased so far. I'm gonna eat some breakfast, make some tea, and keep reading. Finish this book up definitely today since it's early in the morning, and then start, what's the next book called? I think the next book is called Fire something, Storm something. It also just started snowing. It's Saturday. Such a perfect day to get cozy and finish this book and then really get deep into the second one, so I'm excited. So it is later and I finally finished Fourth Wing. My overall thoughts is I thought it was a good book. And like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't expecting it to be written the way that it is. I definitely thought it was going to be a more serious book, but again, didn't know anything about it going into it. And when I say that it's not as serious as I thought it was, I mean that just the characters were pretty comedic. And despite all of the death happening around them, there was a lot of light in the situation. But I feel like that's just like their coping mechanism, you know? I also found out what Violet's signet is, which is the power that they basically hone. So I thought it was really cool to find that out. And I feel like they kind of hint at it a bit, just with her physical appearance, if that makes sense, specifically her hair. I don't know if I'm just reading too much into that. The one character that I couldn't really stand much was Dane, just because I understand that he has like the best intentions when it comes to Violet, but he just acts like an overprotective, like over annoyingly protective parent, and in the end it kind of, you know, would probably do Violet more harm than good, because you're not giving her any room to grow and to really see what she's capable of, whereas Xaden is the opposite, and he actually feels like pushing Violet and seeing what she's capable of and believing in her. But overall, I did like the characters, especially Violet and Xaden. But the one thing that I wish was a little bit of a slower pace is the enemies to lovers trope with Xaden and Violet. I feel like if it was just stretched out a bit more, it would have just been a little bit more satisfying. I feel like it kind of went into it a bit quickly, because I feel like when he started to realize his feelings for her and stuff, it just kind of feels like it comes out of nowhere. I think what would help is if I had Xaden's perspective, like if this was a different point of view kind of book, so if we had Violet's point of view and then we had Xaden's point of view, I feel like their storyline should have developed a bit more. I feel like it was just kind of rushed. And then I also was not expecting the ending of the book, so that was quite a surprise. But other than that, I thought the book was good. I feel like it was just a good read. Like I don't think it's like, oh my god, this is one of the best fantasies book I've read, but I also don't think it's the worst. I just kind of feel in the middle about it. It kept my attention throughout the entire book. It was very easy to read, and the characters were tolerable and fun. So yeah, thoroughly pleased with it, and now I'm very excited to read the next book, which I keep forgetting the name of. Is it Firestorms? Fire of Storms? I don't know. One of those titles. I'll probably get into that tomorrow, and then I'll update you guys on how that book is going. But I'm really excited, and I feel like I'm going to finish the series pretty quickly, so that's great. But yeah, first book down, 2 more to go. Hey guys, so I'm officially at the halfway point for Iron Aflame. So I'm on chapter 37, finally, part 2. So quite a bit has happened in the first part of the book. I'm not really gonna say what happened just because I don't want to give any spoilers, but I feel like so far, like the book is good and it's interesting, it's keeping my attention and I'm enjoying it. But I feel like I haven't really been shocked yet at anything. I haven't really been like on the edge of my seat. So I don't know if that's just because it's the first half of this book. That's not to say that it hasn't been interesting. It has been interesting. I feel like especially towards the end of the first part of the book, it was kind of predictable as to what was going to happen. There has been one character that's been annoying me a little bit, but he's annoying me a little less now at the end of the first part of the book, so that's great. I want to try my best to read the rest of the book today and start Onyx Storm after this, but yeah, other than that, I don't really have an update, so I'm just gonna continue reading today and we'll see how the end of the book is. Back up. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I am almost done with Onyx Storm. I just didn't have an interesting enough of an update to give. Like, nothing really... I feel like nothing really happened that was worth, like, talking about. But with that being said, let's just read the last couple of pages together and see what kind of reaction I'll have towards the end of the book. So I'm on chapter 65, which is Xaden's chapter, and then I kind of skipped a little bit to see chapter 66, which is the last chapter, and that's Violet's chapter. So let's read it. Okay, I finished Onyx Storm, and I think the ending was giving sort of what I wanted. Like that plot that is about to happen, that I think is gonna happen, if that makes sense. After reading this final book, my opinions kind of changed on the series as a whole. I don't think it's a bad series, but I definitely am not like a diehard fan of the Fourth Wing series. I just think that it's simply okay. I think Onyx Storm did sort of fall flat for me. Yeah, I don't know, I just think the series is sort of like, it's just okay. I was kind of getting tired of it by the third book. I don't know, I just feel like the series had so much potential. Not that it's bad, I just feel like there was so much more potential. And I think just also going into it blindly, I feel like I had a lot of expectations for it, and since it was so hyped up, I had higher expectations. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what the TV show is going to be like. But overall, I mean, I think I did have some fun with it, but I did get bored at times. Despite it being such a fast-paced story, I don't know, I think certain parts of the book could have been slower. I feel like the plot could have been a bit better, but I do think it's worth reading. I think it's an okay series. Everyone has their different opinions on it. I know some people love the series, so yeah, I mean, overall, I think I did have fun, so I don't regret reading it. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I understand the Fourth Wing world now, but yeah, that's pretty much my update. I feel like I've talked so much about this video, so I won't keep yapping, but overall, I think I would give the entire series a 3 out of 5. yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for coming along and reading with me. If you've read the Fourth Wing series or plan to read it, let me know how you like it, and let me know if you're excited to read it if you haven't already. That's all I have for this video, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!